A recent study revealed that, when asked to describe themselves, 90% of people use external labels, like their job title, where they're from, or even their relationship status. But what if these external labels aren't the whole picture? What if the way you define yourself is more than just what's on your resume or how many followers you have on Instagram? How do you define yourself? That is a question we all wrestle with at some point in our lives. For some, it comes easily. For others, though, it feels like a constant search. Today, let's dip into the reasons why we often define ourselves by external reasons, and how we can begin to look inward to discover who we really are. Think about it. How many times have you defined yourself by a label? Maybe you're a student, a parent, or an entrepreneur. These labels are often the first things we reach for, especially in a world where first impressions are made in seconds. But what happens when we only rely on labels? We might miss out on the deeper, more nuanced aspects of who we are. Labels can feel so limiting. You are more than your job title, your appearance, or your social media presence. These external definitions don't capture the complexity of your thoughts, emotions, or the unique experiences that make you, you. Consider the tech startup founder who paints on weekends, or the accountant who is a stand-up comedian. We forget that people are multidimensional when we use only external labels. We are much more than what we appear to be on the surface. So, if labels don't tell the whole story, what does? The answer lies in your values, those beliefs, principles, and passions that guide your decisions and shape how you see the world. Understanding your values is one of the first steps to redefining who you are beyond external labels. Let's break this down. For instance, think of someone who values creativity. This person may express their creativity in their work, their hobbies, and even in how they connect with others. Creativity, in this case, would be a core part of their identity, even if their job title is something completely different. Your values determine your decisions, your friendships, and how you interact with the world. If you value compassion, you're probably going to look for ways to help others. Even if you're not in a profession that's traditionally helping by definition, your values are the bedrock of who you really are. They're often just waiting for you to realize and act on them. Another key to defining yourself is through self-reflection. When was the last time you really sat down to think about who you are? Not just in terms of what you do, but in terms of how you feel, what motivates you, and what brings you peace. A good exercise to come into clarity on who you really are is journaling. You can write about what happened in the past, what you learned from those experiences, or what you want out of life. Reflection on these helps tap into your authentic self, noise from the outside world, and getting into your thoughts and feelings more. Self-reflection is one of the strongest tools because it can show you where patterns and themes exist in your life. It is the chance for you to recognize what's truly important to you and give you a change to redefine who you are according to your definition, not societal expectations or people's opinions. Now, let's say a few things about growth. You aren't locked to the definition with which you arrived at who you are. One is allowed to be dynamic. You see, change is rather the only certain thing in many of our lives. Your values may change through time, as may your goals, and a better understanding about yourself can always develop. Just look at the thousands of stories of people who reinvent themselves at different points in their lives. Think of a mid-career professional who leaves their corporate job to pursue a passion in sustainable farming, or a person who decides to go back to school in their 40s to follow a dream they once thought impossible. You're never locked into one identity. The beauty of being human is that we are adaptable and capable of growth. Each experience you go through can teach you something new about yourself. And as you continue to grow, the way you define yourself will naturally evolve, too. Sometimes, the secret to really knowing yourself lies in how you relate to others. We are social creatures, and the connections we make with our family, friends, or even strangers help us see ourselves in ways we might not have realized before. For instance, when you surround yourself with people who value the same things, it can clarify your own beliefs and help you see who you are in relation to others. Healthy relationships encourage growth and bring out the best parts of ourselves. We get a clearer picture of who we are by learning from others, supporting each other, and sharing experiences. Sometimes, others can see our strengths and qualities before we do. It is not a one-time event, but a continuous process of growth, reflection, and embracing change. It is about discovering your values, exploring your passions, and being open to who you might become. You don't have to fit into a single label. What matters most is how you feel about yourself, and what you stand for. Remember, it is perfectly fine that your identity may not be clearly defined right now. The beauty of life is that you have the power to shape it. So take your time and explore different paths, and always keep being curious about who you are becoming. Because in the end, defining yourself is an art, a journey, not a destination.